Steve, bit of a sort of carbon copy almost of Saturday, wasn't it? We concede goals, very difficult to get back when you're 3-1 down, but again, we've given a really good account of ourselves, we thought, in the second half.
It's easy to say now, it's 2 games running, it's easy to say you give a good account of yourselves when teams are 3-1 up, 4-1 up, because they're going to sit in there, and you've got to take the game to them when they catch you on the counter. I think overall they've had 6 shots, scored 4 goals, but if you make mistakes, apart from Bradley Goldberg's second goal, we gave the ball away on the halfway line for the first one. Listen, they've still got to get up there and put it in the back of the net, but that's a mistake. Bradley Goldberg for the second one, even then, miscommunication, fullback and right midfielder, no one taking control, they get in, edge of the box, great finish. Third one, not marking at a set piece when they're given numbers. And the fourth one, not controlling the ball with no one around you and letting them run through and score. So if you're going to do that, whether it's Welling, whether it's it could be a Championship side, it could be a Ryman South East side. If you're going to give them mistakes and them chances, you're going to lose games of football. 7 goals we've conceded in 2 games after having 2 clean sheets. And that's because players have switched off. Everyone can say, yeah, it's great going forward after that. We're 4-1 down, you've got to go forward. You know, we tell them to stay in the game for as long as we can because we've got legs, we've got good people on the bench. But today it killed us because you go 2-1 half time, brilliant. Different team talk. Even though I'm upset and annoyed, different team talk. But they shot themselves in the foot again, and we're more worried about other bits and pieces on the pitch rather than organising who we're marking, what we're doing, and we get punished. So I put that down today as the worst performance that we've put in this season in terms of errors, in terms of lack of energy at times. But we showed when we did want to put our foot on it and pass it, we got in and around their box and we got chances.
And, you know, on another day, if one of those had gone in, 5 minutes stoppage time, might have been quite an interesting ending. And I know it's ifs, buts and maybes, as you said on Saturday.
Exactly, we can't keep looking at that. Cut out the mistakes and you could win that maybe 1-0, 2-0. Because we have got goals in the team, you know. Addy was dead on his feet. Maybe it's my fault. Maybe I made too many changes today. But it was a hot day on Saturday. A lot of energy was sapped up playing against them. Today, maybe too many changes. Alex Bentley's ankle was sore anyway. Groin was hurting him. So it's one of those though, mate. It don't matter what team you put out there at this minute. If we keep making mistakes all over the park, we're going to get punished because these teams are better than what we've played against before. Yeah. And that's the fact of the matter. They don't give us easy chances. They don't give misplaced passes where they can run through and score. But we seem to be doing it at will in certain games. Saturday and today was prime example of that. Bath City away and Concord at home, couldn't fault the performance whatsoever. But as I said to them in there before the game and after the game, we were 6 games in before today, and I've seen at this level that we can cope with it comfortably. So it's not a case of looking just to stay up and finish third bottom. We can compete with teams. What they've got to do is cut out the silly mistakes. If they do that, they'll be okay because we've stood up to every team we played against, Jim, and no one can say any different. But clinical times, clinical moments in games cost you, and we got punished badly today.
I thought Adi had a good game up front for us today. I thought he caused them a lot of problems. Nice to see a little bit of strength up there.
Dead on his feet. Yeah, dead on his feet. You know, Tom Derry's been our main focal point so far, but he was dead on his feet at the end. But we've made the subs, and we had to make that double sub at 4-1 because it was just embarrassing. I didn't want it to go 5s and 6s, which it could have done in the changes we made, but we had to go for it. And the thing is, we was in the game. We was on the edge of their box for their 4th goal, and we gave the ball away cheaply. They kicked it up. We didn't control it. They're in on goal and scoring. But that's this level. If you don't learn quickly, you get found out. And today, listen, I won't take nothing away from Welling. I thought they played very well. I thought they had good movement. They used the ball well. But if players are running about and not hurting you, you can cope with it. When players start running behind you and hurting you, and you're making mistakes, that's when you come unstuck. But I'll give them full credit because I thought they played well today. As equally as bad as we done, I thought they were very good with their movement and their passing. But I think if you look at the shot count in the first half, they probably had 4, scored 3 goals.
And if you present a player like Bradley Goldberg with chances, the chances are he will take them.
Of course he will. He's played in the league, he's played at the national level. Adam Coombs the same, Gavin McCallum the same. So you give these, Anthony Cook, you give these players chances, they're going to punish you. They don't need 4 and 5 chances, they need just the one. And they will hurt you, and proved it today. But like I say, I'll take nothing away from them, I thought they done well. My disappointing aspect was the fans were brilliant again, even to the end. But we didn't play like that was a Kent derby. And I told them that before. We haven't got many Kent players in our side, but that shouldn't matter. A derby's a derby. And you see it all through the land, different teams playing derby games, they could come from anywhere. But they still give, I wouldn't say the players didn't give everything, but there weren't enough about us to make sure we didn't lose that derby match by making silly mistakes. And like I say, that's the disappointing aspect for me.
Any knocks and bruises
that
you know of?
I had his dead in his feet, but it's his first game in ages. Alex Bentley's ankle's still sore, so we'll get that sorted. Chin's growing. Yeah, so that's it really, mate.
But a few days to recover at least, or 2 training sessions and a few days to recover before Weymouth. They come thick and fast, don't they? And that is actually, just sorry to interrupt, Steve, that is the good part about this. The supporters are enjoying it because we're playing quality sides. It's nice to think, we've got Weymouth next Saturday. Yeah, I know we might fear them, but it's nice to have them coming along. You know,
you want to play every team because they're quality sides, and you know you can compete against them. You just got to stop the errors.
Yeah.
You know, I wish we'd play a game where we get easy, I wouldn't say easy chances, where we get errors for us, where we can go and try and exploit it. Not saying we would, but just to give us an opportunity to go and do it. But we don't. Teams are just resolute at the minute. Like I say, we had 2 brilliant games, Concord and Bath, but we can't live off the back of them. And we can't get ourselves detached too much because the performances don't warrant it for one. But we will do if we keep making silly errors.
Okay, well thanks for your time, Steve, as ever, and we look forward to entertaining Weymouth next Saturday at Longmead.
Well, Johnny, nice to see you back in the side. How do you feel it went today?
Not very well. Didn't compete first half really. Individual mistakes for all the goals, I think. We can't afford to do that as Liverpool, so we'll get punished for it. I mean, second half we gave it a go, but the match is pretty much done by then, and we can't keep giving the game away in the first half and expect to bring it back. So it was a good effort in the second half, but it's not good enough all round from everyone.
I think from what we sort of see, there are a couple of individual mistakes, and I suppose it's picking the players up who've made those, isn't it, and trying to ensure they don't happen again as a unit, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. People are going to make mistakes, so you're not going to go through games and seasons without people making mistakes, but it's about minimising them. So we can't afford as many as we did today. And I mean, we've got to just pick ourselves up, and we've got a game Saturday, so we'll focus on that now. This one's done. We forget about it and move on to Saturday.
About your own performance, I mean, obviously, any goal you concede, I suppose you'd look at and analyse, but there was some pretty good saves there today from you today. It's nice to be back. Yeah,
it's great to be back out there. I love it. I love playing for Tonbridge. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm happy to have got through the game unscathed. And as far as there were some saves there, but I mean, I'm interested in winning games. So disappointed with the result really. And myself, I'll analyse the goals and whatnot, and move on to Saturday.
Are you fully fit now, or are you still a bit wary of the shoulder? How is it?
No, fully fit. Ready to go. Hopefully, I don't get a relapse or anything like that. But I wouldn't go out there if I wasn't fully fit. Keep myself fit going forward, and hopefully play a good part in the season and make a difference.
You barely missed a minute since you came to the club, and I think actually there's some record that was in the programme last week that only one player has more consecutive appearances than you in the club's history. So that's really frustrating to first day of the season to get both the injury and the red card.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been nice to get there. I think that was 20 games off or something, but it's not really something I'd rather win games and get promotions and whatnot, and I'd rather the team be doing well. But I've always been pretty good with injury wise, but unfortunately, it's was the one that looked like nothing and sort of cost me a bit. But yeah, I'm back now and hopefully kick on from here.
And Miles did well in your absence, only a 17-year-old kid, and obviously there's a decent young goalkeeper.
Yeah, absolutely.
Emerging there, isn't there?
Absolutely, yeah. He's a great lad, and he came in and he held himself really well. And yeah, definitely, I think it was great to have him, and he was more than capable and stepped up to it. And at only 17, that's brilliant to see. And Reading have got a great keeper in hands. Yeah.
You've got a Reading connection yourself, haven't you?
I was there, yeah.
Oh, you were there?
Yeah, I was there for a number of years, yeah. A few years back, yeah.
Absolutely.
So yeah, no, it's that they've always had good keepers coming through. So yeah, I think he will definitely go on and do good things.
Been positive points in most of the games this season for us. How do you feel about our chances of remaining in this division this year?
We've definitely got a great chance. We've just got to believe in. And we've really got to go into games and start off on the front foot. I think obviously Concord and Bath were the two games we really sort of started on the front foot and held our own for 90 minutes. So we can't afford to be giving the games away. As I said earlier, we can't afford to be going 2-0 down in this league. You can't do that. We've got to stay in the game, and as you see with most of the games, I know we've been a couple of goals down, but pretty much, 80% of the games we've come on really strong in the last sort of 20 minutes, half an hour. Fitness is great, and teams are flagging, and so even today we were on top of them, and we had some chances and we had all the pressure. Yeah, we just need to score some goals, but as I said, we just can't afford to be giving goals away early.
Right, nice to see you back.
Thank you. Cheers.